Hey, I think a lot of you out there are aware that the TYMP Pistol Project has been doing a little side project called Handguns for Heroes. Now, this project has been kind of on the back burner so far because I've been too lazy to actually get serious with it. But I thought this week I should start getting a little more serious about it, and the first thing I needed to do was design a logo. So the first thing I did is I put together several rough drafts of a logo. Just some different elements thrown together to see what people like. And then I posted them on Instagram and on Patreon and let people vote on which one they liked best overall. And then I started paying closer attention to what they said in the comments about what elements of each design they liked best. Now, when it came to the text, which is arguably the most important part of the logo, people liked it more open at the top and the bottom. They didn't like it being touched by dark colors at the top and closing it in or boxing it in. So they liked it more open, more airy. A lot of people also liked the flag element in one of the designs, but there were some people that said, well, I like a flag element, but I don't want it to be an actual flag, but I want that in there somewhere, kind of a patriotic thing, but not an actual flag, because some people are offended when you use our flag as a logo, so I had to take that into consideration. Now, on another one, people loved the fact that there was a single soldier holding a handgun. They believed that said pretty much everything about the program. And they liked the stars in the box pattern here because they said, well, it's kind of flag-like without actually being a flag. But they weren't crazy about the soldier himself. In fact, they liked the soldiers better in a different logo because they liked how they were more intricate, more detailed. But they didn't like the fact that there were a bunch of them and they were holding rifles when, like I said before, the program is about giving a handgun to a single soldier each time. So they did, though, like I said, like the more detailed soldier, so I needed to work that into the logo also. So what I did is I took the elements that everyone liked from each individual thing and I mixed them all together, and this is what I got. And as you can see here, I think this black and white version here combines all those elements together pretty well. I actually like the way it looks. I think people made good choices. Now, I did add some color to it to make it pop because it's going to be seen in color most often. I did do a grayscale just to see what it would look like if it was printed in black and white, or printed in grayscale actually. But usually it'll be seen on the internet or hopefully in something full color, so it'll be seen in color. And the red, the white, and the blue brings in that patriotic flag-like feel without it actually being a flag. The text is nice, open, and airy. The soldier is more detailed. He's holding a gun. Now, I am going to have to do some cleanup on this because to get the soldier, I just found a picture of a soldier and then I cut out the background, pumped down all the brightness and up all the contrast. And then I cut his hand off and put a Beretta in his hand because he was holding a Glock and I wasn't going to have a Glock in my logo. But after all that, it came out pretty good. I just need to clean up the edges a little bit. And then once I do that, I think we'll be pretty close to done. And like I say, I wanted this to be a collaborative effort. That's why I let people look at the preliminary drafts and see what elements they liked and paid attention to what things they said. Because, like I said, I wanted this to be something that was designed not by a professional, because I had professionals actually offer. Some even sent me some really nice designs. But I wanted this to be made by the people that make the program possible, and that is the Yankee Marshal Posse. So I wanted them to have a say in designing the logo. And you know what? I think it turned out pretty well. Usually when you do things by committee, they don't turn out so great. But this, I think, turned out very nicely. It's very simple. It's very eye-catching. It has all the elements in there people said they liked. I think it almost tells a story about the program itself just by looking at the logo. And I like it. So this is where we're at so far. Like I say, there's going to be a little cleanup and there might be a little bit more changes done to it. But as of right now, this is where we're at. And so far, I think it's looking pretty good.
Oops.
Go ahead.
It's a lady at 46 South Rose. 46 South Rose.
Station 1 call, retone that please. 10-4. Got the 4 to go to that location also. This is 1-9, is that correct?